I'm out with the UniqueModels PC-9 1200mm. Before we fly, we'll go over a couple of things. The plane's pretty well laid out as it comes. You don't really have to do almost anything. The hatch normally has a servo mechanism which drives it up on hinges. Doesn't give you much access. It's just a real nuisance to work on, and there's a plug on the side that you have to plug into to get power to actually raise the canopy, so it's just a real pain. So I just took all the hinging off, mounted some magnets, so it just locks down via magnets instead. Inside there's normally these foam ribs, and it's made for a 2200 3-cell battery originally. You have to take the foam out even if you want to fit a battery, but the foam only runs to here, and even with a 27 or 3300 it needs to be much more rearwards, because the long nose with the motor in it, you just can't balance it at all. You need more weight rearwards. So I've added a battery tray which runs as far back as I could get it with clearance for other things. Even after you do that, I had to add 80 grams in the tail to balance it out. So I haven't finished it off. There's a 1/2 inch bolt, an 80-gram bolt in the tail. So now it balances. I've got pins at 50 and 60 millimeters. Been flying 55 millimeters seems to be very good for it. Well, that's about it. We'll get it up in the air. They use an old style Retract which has a separate controller board and drive mechanisms. They're actually very robust and very slow acting, which is sort of nice for scale. Plus a gear door and fairing, so it's quite a nice model. The nose gear prone to have problems the way they're set up. I've finally worked that out to make it reliable. I'll probably write some more in a post about it. So this morning it's actually going to be a nice summer day. So this morning it's very grey with low cloud or haze or something. It's going to be a very nice sunny day, but not until the sun burns that all off.
Throttle active. Have you reset the timer? 0.3 amps, 1 mAh.
There's no wind, so I can actually take off any direction I really want.
0.9 amps, 2 mAh, 16.5 volts. 23.6 amps, 19 mAh, 15.9 volts. 22.4 amps, 75 mAh, 15.7 volts. 21.6 amps, 119 mAh, 15.6 volts. 9.8 amps, 149 mAh, 15.9 volts. 9.3 amps, 170
Now,
mAh.
for example, that's flying using 9 amps. In a 4-cell 1200mm plane, that's very frugal. Maybe a Piper Cub would do similar. It's got extremely low drag and a good amount of lift.
7.9 amps, 235 mAh, 15.9 volts. 10 amps, 255 mAh, 15.8 volts. 13.2 amps, 277 mAh, 15.7 volts.
Test what the roll rate. I'm on low rates.
8 mAh, 15.7 volts.
The low rates are very sedate and smooth, but it doesn't feel assuring that you've got enough control. So I'll give it a test. I'll go to, so now I'm on medium rate for the elevator at least.
380 mAh, 15.5 volts. 11.8 amps, 402 mAh.
Because you need a fair amount of up elevator to maintain altitude at a bank like that. So low rates, you're using a lot of stick. In medium rate, it's much nicer.
11.4 amps, 461 mAh, 15.4 volts.
Descending a little bit, needs a little bit of up trim.
13.2 amps, 485 mAh, 15.4 volts. 10.4
I'll go to medium rates on the ailerons and give me a bit more maneuverability.
11 amps, 539 mAh, 15.4 volts.
It's got a lot of dihedral, but it rolls very axially, so that's quite a nice balance of whatever Pilatus did, and it just behaves very linear in roll. A lot of planes will accelerate once they pass 180 degrees and are inverted, as if they want to get back upright, and this just maintains a constant roll rate if you hold constant stick.
14 amps, 653 mAh, 15.2 volts. 11.5 amps, 682 mAh, 15.2 volts. 16.8 amps, 712 mAh, 15.1 volts. 14.4 amps, 739 mAh, 15.1 volts. 20 amps, 777 mAh, 14.9 volts, 1 minute.
Flying inverted needs almost no down elevator, it needs a little bit. So for a start, that's a very good balance. It sort of shows your center of gravity's at a good position. I'll try a power off glide just to see how it behaves. We'll do it as though it's a landing approach.
30 seconds to go.
So I've cut power,
0.1 amps,
just let it come around.
15.2 volts. 0 amps.
Yep, the glide is very good. So that's center of gravity suits that. If you're a tail heavy, it would slowly try and climb as the plane slowed down, because they're lower airspeed, you have less elevator authority, so then the tail heaviness can sort of catch up or overtake it. I didn't have to do anything, so
the flight timer has run down. Consider landing. 18.8 amps.
So that 55 millimeters is very good for it. I think, pretty well perfect.
17.1 amps. 1121 mAh. 14.7 volts. 17.5 amps. 1157 mAh. 14.7
One thing, I've got to look deeper into it. It's only got a couple of very thin fiberglass rods as the wing joiners for the two halves when you put it together. I think it's got some spars embedded in the wings themselves, but I'm not really sure. So, when you flex the wings, they don't feel that strong, so it doesn't feel like there's a spar or much of a spar in there. What that means is if you're going to be more aggressive aerobatically, you might encounter some interesting wing bending results.
14.4 volts, 25.1 amps, 1366 mAh, 14.4 volts, 16 amps, 1407 mAh, 14.6 volts, 14.4 volts, 9.7 amps, 1443 mAh, 14.7 volts, 14.4 volts, 11.3 amps, 1481 mAh, 14.6 volts.
That is such a clean roll, it just makes it effortless.
514 mAh, 14.5 volts. 12.1 amps, 1550 mAh, 14.6 volts. 16.6 amps, 1582 mAh, 14.5 volts. 15.5 amps, 1614 mAh, 14.5 volts. 14.4 volts, 15 amps, 1652 mAh, 14.5 volts.
Now that was virtually full throttle. It's hardly increased over what it's doing at half throttle. Not sure about that. I'll think about why it's like that. Could be a limitation of the four-bladed prop. Just can't fly it any faster, or not efficiently faster.
14.4 volts, 14.4 volts, 13.4 amps, 1700.
It's extremely streamlined plane, so it flies very fast on no power.
1834 mAh, 14.4 volts. 14.4 volts, 17.2 amps, 1866 mAh.
We'll put the landing gear out and find out if it does come out correctly.
1906 mAh, 14.3
I can see 3.
19.3 amps, 1951 mAh, 14.3 volts.
3 legs.
14.9 amps, 1988 mAh, 14.4 volts. 20.3 amps, 2031 mAh, 14.3 volts.
So we'll just come in from the right.
17.3 amps, 2068 mAh, 14.3 volts. 0.1 amps, 2097 mAh, 14.7 volts. 0 amps, 2097 mAh, 14.7 volts. 6.4 amps,
The steering, I've only got one
mAh,
rate on the steering, which is very high rate. You could probably do a 180 in its wingspan length.
11 mAh, 14.7 volts. 0 amps, 2119 mAh, 14.8 volts.
So that's 2,100 milliamps out of a 2700 battery, 14.8 volts at rest. So it's basically going to be at storage charge, which makes it handy to just take them out and put them away. We'll find the timer. So it's minus 4 minutes 20, and it starts with 5-minute timer, so I flew at 9 minutes 20. 9 minutes 20, and the 2700 milliamp battery will be at storage charge, so that's pretty ideal really. 9 minutes is more than enough to fly. Having a battery at storage charge means you can just take it home, put it away till next time you use it. And that's the UniqueModels PC-9.